I can't properly put into words what Ohtani is doing at this point. Chris Mack in for Nick Costos here on You Better You Bet, presented by BetMGM. We are inside your Westwood One Sports app and, of course, live across North America on SiriusXM Channel 375. You want to be a part of the conversation, 310-840-4910. I said Fox Sports. I meant MLB Network on the call there of the Ohtani Grand Slam. He was one leaping play by a first baseman in the fourth inning of hitting for the cycle in the first 4 innings of today's game. And again, I get it. It's Japan against Chinese Taipei, all right? Like, we don't have to pretend like this is Alabama, Georgia in the SEC championship game. These aren't two giants meeting. But man, first legitimate game action of the spring, and Ohtani damn near hits for the cycle in his first 4 plate appearances and was this close to getting that triple. I wonder if he would have actually tried to, on that 4th plate appearance, he hit a rope down the first baseline. First baseman for Chinese Taipei went up and got it. If that thing goes down into the right field corner at the Tokyo Dome, I wonder if Ohtani is really pushing it pedal to the floor to get himself the triple and a cycle in the first 4 innings of the game. He has to, right? But the last thing you want, like, I truly wonder how much harder these guys are going in the WBC games than they would be not just in a spring training game, but a regular season game. Like, middle of June, you're on the road in Kansas City, and it's 95 out. You're playing an afternoon getaway day game. That ball goes down into the right field corner. You're pulling up at second. You're not trying to pop a hammy. How different is it in the World Baseball Classic than it may be, again, not just in a spring training game, but in a regular season game? Like, as someone who grew up a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, traditionally, there's been very little to feel positive about going into seasons for the better part of the last, 35 years or so. There's been those pockets where, yeah, okay, we'll get excited. But Skenes has been it for the last couple of years. And watching Skenes pitch in not just a WBC game, a WBC exhibition game the other day, I think it was against the Giants or the Rockies. And I said to myself, and I posted it on social media, like, I don't know how much I'm patriotic. I want Team USA to win in whatever they compete in, right? But I don't know how excited I am to see Paul Skenes going 110% in early March. Now, if there's anybody who could have himself physically ready to do that, sure, it's Skenes. But when it feels like your team's season is almost entirely reliant upon one guy's golden right arm, you hold your breath every time he throws a pitch in the WBC. Doesn't mean you can't also be rooting for him to do well for your country, sure. But you hold your breath just a little bit. I have to think, like, I know they've said they're going to line Skenes up to pitch in the semifinals if it goes down that way for Team USA and not the finals. And a lot of people are like, I can't believe this. Why wouldn't you have Skenes go in the championship game? What are you doing? Well, obviously, Team USA management has probably talked to Pirates management, and they've probably said, hey, this is what we're willing to do. This is the timetable. I'm sure they've consulted with Skenes as well. But are you telling me if they're playing, say, Japan in the championship game, and they've got a 1-run lead going to the 9th, and Ohtani's in the hole, You're telling me that Mark DeRosa isn't going to be tempted to walk down to the end of the bench and be like, hey, Paulie, listen, I know we had a plan coming in here, but could I get like 15, 20 pitches out of you, max? Could you close this thing out for us, buddy? You're telling me Skenes wouldn't jump at that opportunity? You're telling me most players wouldn't jump at that opportunity? Look, I don't care if it's the WBC, the Olympics, the World Series, whatever kind of competition it is. If you are a competitor and you are this close to winning a championship in something, again, I don't care if it's the World Series, a gold medal in the Olympics, a WBC, you add that layer of representing your country on top of it, and you're going to want to do whatever you're capable of to try and win. And if Skipper comes to you and says, hey, kid, can I get 20 pitches out of you? You're going to be like, hell yeah. Let's do it for my country. Could you imagine that? Skenes and Ohtani. Like we got Ohtani and Trout a few years ago. Could you imagine that? To close out the WBC? You know those guys are doing anything they can to win. And again, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying there's a certain amount of hold your breath and pucker up, buttercup, and hope every pitch goes well. Because you do not want to see your guy go down in the early to middle March. As much as you love your country, you do not want to see that. But yeah, Ohtani with a grand slam. What did the final score end up being of this WBC game? I obviously didn't stay locked in for the whole thing. 13. So they scored 10 runs in the second inning, Japan did. They scored 3 in the third, I think it was. And then literally just took their foot completely off the gas, coasted to a 13-0 victory. Team USA opens up tonight in Houston. I believe it's an 8 Eastern first pitch or shortly thereafter for Team USA. Their first game against Brazil. And then they get Great Britain tomorrow night before Skenes makes his WBC debut Monday night against Mexico. Dante Bichette Jr. and Brazil, too. Let's be clear about that. No, not Bo. Dante Bichette Jr. and Team Brazil. I love seeing some of the dudes on some of these teams. Like the Plumbers and the Carpenters Union just get together in Prague, and they're like, do you want to play baseball? Sure, let's play baseball. And they throw together a team, and they had, I had no idea that there was an Australian baseball league. I'll own that. I'm okay with that. Until I was watching Australia against, I think it was Chinese Taipei the other night. It was 2 nights ago. I told myself, I'm going to bed early tonight. And then before you know it, it's 11:30, and I'm watching Australia against Chinese Taipei. And crawling down a rabbit hole on Wikipedia and Reddit about the Australian Baseball League. For those interested, they play in our winter, their summer. It's only like a 40-game schedule, I think. Who knew? Man, Skenes versus Ohtani. If we got that, give it to me. I'll take it every single time.